Everybody, this is Tracy from Tracy's Arts and Crafts. How are you all today? Sorry about my nails. I'm trying to grow out from biting them, so I'm just going to apologise today because I haven't got any nails on. I'm giving my nails a rest from acrylics and whatnot, so yeah, I do apologise. They look awful. But I have come on to do a short little video today. I was going to show you some of the dangles that I make for out of G's kit, her Shades of Winter kit, which is down in the description box below. So is her Etsy store and her website. So if you'd like to click on any of them, you'll be able to go see them all for yourself. Also, I wanted to share with you an idea I've had, which could make little decorations for your journal. It could make decorations for cards. You can make them out of all different kinds of materials. I'm going to be using today just the glue gun, but I will mention some others that you can use. And if you don't already do this, I'm sure there's people out there that already do this, but it's something that I just thought of and thought I'd give it a try. So they do come out quite nice, and I thought I'd show you them today. So first of all, I have cut out various bits from the kit. I'm just going to see if I've got one of the sheets up here that I can show you. For a second, I think I've cut most of the sheets, unfortunately. I think I've gone through them. Do I have one? No, I only have parts of them. I'll show you part of one here. So, I cut out these little bits. I've cut out the words, things like that. Unfortunately, I've already got parts of sets now because I've been using it so much. And all I've done is I popped the sheets, I cut them out, sorry. I popped them through a laminator. I cut them out of the laminated sheet, and then I popped in a little eyelet, put on a little bowl pin, and we have some cute dangles. So we did the words, I've done the little pictures, the really mini pictures, and they make really cute dangles. On this one, it's hanging from, I don't know if you can see that, but it's hanging from a kidney earring. They're called kidney earrings. And I thought that looked really cute too. From this, you could also maybe add on some charms. You could add on some buttons or beads or ribbons. You could also decorate the back before you put them in through the laminator. I've left my ones white just because there was so much white in the set. I wanted to sort of have them white, but you can decorate them, stamp on them maybe, even write messages on them, anything like that. There's that one. And another idea is I cut the bunny out and I put 2 holes on it, and then from the bottom I added a little word as well. So here I've used both the bulb pin and I've used the kidney earring as well to make that really pretty charm there. This is just another one using the corner. And this one I used a brown bulb pin to go with the deers. Thought that was cute. And it's those little things that you think of, those really little tiny details that make something handmade just feel special. Which I'm sure you all know yourselves anyway. So yeah, these are all going to be added on to the journal itself. If they're not added onto the journal, they may even go in. I always do a little kit with my journals that have little extras. So it may even go in with that. I'm just going to push these aside. Now I've pulled out some silicone molds. I've got this from when I used to do soap making. But you may also have them if if you do a lot of cooking and things, a lot of baking. You may have the little chocolate ones, they work too. Anything like that. And all I've done is I've got a little bit of mica powder, and I've just got these ones. I bought these from eBay ages and ages ago, and they just last so long. You only need a tiny bit. This is a little spoon that comes with them, and you literally just take the tiniest bit on the end. And the good thing about this is, on these pink ones here, I've already made these 2 flowers, and there's still mica left in. So you can do it, you can go over a couple of times, and they just come out so glisteningly, and they look really pearly. I made a heart as well. It came out a little bit funny with the nooks and crannies, but I don't mind that. I think that looks almost as if it's made out of a stone or something. And I've got these little, I don't know what you call them. What do you call them? I know it begins with a C. Cabunchions or something? I can't remember what they're called. I've got these, and you know, the moulds fit in quite nicely. I think that just looks cute. So we're going to give them a go. I haven't done many of the flowers, I've only done them two. I'm not 100% on how this is going to go, and I'm hoping my glue gun's hot now because I turned it on a little while ago. But we're going to shove glue in here from the glue gun, and we're just going to hope for the best and hope that it works out well. So you literally just fill it up with glue from the glue gun, and then just wait for it to cool down. And the glue from the glue gun usually goes a little bit white, or at least my ones do. I think they all do. And yeah, that's when you can tell that they're cooled down, so it's quite easy to tell. You may have to move the glue a little bit with the nozzle of the glue gun, just to make sure it's getting to all the edges, because if you go over a little bit, that's fine. It's so soft afterwards, it's easy to snip little bits off. So there's that one, and I'm just going to go through and do this one. I may have to pause you in a minute. I think I've forgotten to bring over my glue sticks. How typical. You know, nothing can go smoothly here, you know. You know me. Nothing can go smoothly. I don't know if these spiky flowers are going to even work out. We're just going to try. It's a point of experiment, and I've been trying all different normal sort of shapes like squares and things, and they work out great, but I haven't tried anything as delicate as these flowers, so all I did was try two to see if it was worth doing a video on. Yes, I'm going to have to go get some more glue. I'll just do this one, and then I'll pause you and run and get the glue. I'm sorry if you can hear that dog. That isn't my dog. My dog's just being a good boy, just not doing anything. My next door neighbours have popped out for the day, and their dog just goes absolutely crazy when they're not home, bless it. Don't know what to do with himself. He's not used to it. They are usually home a lot. There's always someone home. Anyway, I'll just go get that glue stick, and I will be right back. Oh, I've shook you. There we go, I'm back. There we are. There we go, so I'll just carry on filling these up. Sorry about that. Of all the things to go and forget. So what's good about this is the glue really grabs onto that mica. When you pull them out, it looks like it hasn't grabbed. It looks like you've got a ton of loose mica on. But if you buff it with a dry wet wipe, then it works really well. It just comes out so shiny and lovely. And I thought this could be something, you know, you can make these with very many more products. So you can make these with, you put a bit of mica in the bottom and push in some paper clay. You could just push in some, if you make porcelain clay, I make that with, I make it with, you know, cornstarch and things and PVA. So I make my own porcelain clay and I push that in as well. And that is also another one that's really light. So there's some ideas that you could use. I'm just going to pull over this one. And I think, you know, even G's going to have fun doing something like this if she'd like to try it. I think she would enjoy this as well because she's got so many different products. You could put in, let's say if you wanted to put in instead of mica, a dye or some alcohol ink. I bet that would look absolutely lovely. Because the hot glue is really light as well, so that's really good for journals, or like for me, what I want it for is mixed media. So it will stick on but not risk falling off because it's too heavy. And it smooths itself out on the back, which is nice. But it can be lumpy bumpy. If you want something that's going to come out perfect, you know, it's probably not. You don't have a lot of control on how it's going to come out. So if you do like the perfect look and things. There we go. So already this one's beginning to cool. If I pull this one over, you can see that it's going white. So, oh, excuse me, sorry, I've got hiccups. Already this is starting to cool. So I'm just going to pull that out. And as you can see, we've got a lot of dry mica on there. So I just get a dry wipe. This one's getting used quite a bit for doing this. So, and then just wipe off the excess. It is a little messy. It is, you know, if you're one that, you know, don't really want mica going everywhere into your dust. Not for you, but there we go. It's a little flower. And that one does come out with like, because I used to do soap making, this one does come out with sort of odd shaped petals. It is kind of the style of the piece. It's supposed to be a little bit odd shaped. So there we go, and that is all now completely done, although I've got mica on my hands so I can't really show you, but it looks really pearly and really pretty. So that's really nice. Let's see if we can pull out any more. This one is going to go disastrous because I can already see now I've got air bubbles in there. I think it's because I'm trying not to get my head in the shot so I can see. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, this one's cute. I thought I'd do some blue, white and silver ones for the journal itself. I'll probably put some of these in the journal, but probably these are going to go in with the little kit that comes with them for somebody to use to decorate their own journal or just to use in their own crafts. So there's one little flower. Let's see how this one turned out. It's turned out weird, I think, but it's a rose, so I think it can be weird, can't it? Yeah. No, I think that one just looks like a blob. That one is a fail. We'll leave that one. Yeah, we'll leave that one. That one can go into a fail pile over here. And if you can see, we've still got mica all inside there. So all you've got to do is get a little, or you could use probably a cocktail stick or something like that. I haven't got any to hand at the minute, but you just want to move that mica around again so it's everywhere. And then you can go again with another one. Even this pink one, I think I could go a third time with this. There's a lot of mica in there. So you just move it around and then you can go again. So I've used the tiniest bit on the tip of this spoon and I can get 3 out of this easy. So, you know, you're not wasting any supplies. If you've got a glue gun and you've just got these glue sticks kicking around, you're not really wasting anything at all. Or if you've got, you know, cornstarch or something like that. Let's see how these turned out. There's chances a lot of these don't work. Like I say, I've never tried this on the flowers before. I've been using simple molds like these top ones here. Oh, this one's turned out lovely, I think. You can kind of tell when you first pull them out, even before buffing them off. So this one's called Symphony Gold, and it's like a white powder with gold glisten in it. Oh, I've got bits of my wet wipe stuck on there. And there we go. That is so pretty, that flower. So there we are, that's another one to the collection. Let's see, let's do the silver one next. These ones are quite delicate, so I don't know. Oh, I think this has come out nice as well. I think it's nice when you experiment with something, you don't know how it's going to come out. It's sort of like little surprises. So this one obviously needs trimming up on the edge, so that gives me a chance to show you that they trim so easily. So I'm just going to pull my scissors in. This is just a basic pair of scissors. I've had these for years and years. They sharpen really well, so If you just come in and cut off those little edgy bits that you don't want, it just cuts so easily because it's just so soft. So it's really easy to do. You can just go through taking your time, making them pretty. I'm obviously rushing a little bit because I wanted this to be a shorter video so you guys don't have another hour-long video, you know. I went a bit overboard yesterday, I couldn't stop talking. I never can. I'm such a chat box. You know when you have those school teachers' evenings and the parents go in to see how you're doing, my mum used to just walk around constantly hearing, Tracy's a bit of a chatterbox. My mum's just sitting there nodding all the time. Yes, she is, yes. My poor mum, what she got with. Oh, nearly there, come on. As you can see, I'm a bit shaky today again. It's a shaky day. So yep, I'm shaky, so I'm sturdy in my hand with another finger, and it helps to ease the shakes off just that little bit. And there we go. I think that's really pretty. That would look really nice. Of course, you could use some stickles on there or something else, you know, maybe another glitter or something if you wanted to add anything extra on there, but I think they look so nice. Let's see how this blue one's turning out. Oh, mica in my face. Yeah, that happened. Do any of you guys deal with that? There's got to be some of you out there using mica and, oh, the other one that does that, embossing powders. Oh, you breathe slightly heavy and you've got a bunch of embossing powder in your face. So again, I'm not going to do the whole of this flower. What I'm just going to show you, you just go through, you trim it up, trim up those edges where you've gone over a little bit on the mould. You know, you take your time doing it and making it look nice, and then it has actually turned out really good. So you know, that will be really pretty, that flower, when it's all cut up. I'm just going to leave that one and do that later for this video's time's sake. And we'll get on with these for you. So this is another one of those pink ones that I did, and this is the second go on the mica. If you can see, it's missed some bits, but when you rub it, the mica catches onto those few bits that it missed anyway, and you get this really nice look. And I think that's just lovely. And that's second go, and I hadn't moved my mica around, I just dumped the glue back on top. So if you move it around, you probably won't miss these little bits, but yeah, I think they're just so pretty. And I thought this would be just something really simple for people to do if they're bored or they use craft like I do for mental health, and you just want something easy to do that, you know, something good comes out of it at the end. You don't want to have to think about anything. And they're so light, they're literally paper light. So, you know, you could stick that onto the front of your journal. You could stick that in your journal. And I personally would just use the hot glue again, just put a little dot on and stick it on, because then that would just melt this glue a little bit and stick it really well, you know. It wouldn't melt it fully, but it would melt the back just a little bit and help with the adherence. And you could probably use better scissors. I'm just pulled out any old big old scissors, but you could probably just, you know, use better scissors and make a neater job of it all and things. But there's another little cute one. Even though there was an air bubble there, it still looked really cute. And I don't aim for perfection in things, because I like the imperfection. And I think that's why I like nature so much. The imperfection is what makes the world beautiful. If we were all the same and we were all perfect, what would beauty be? There wouldn't be anything beautiful, would there? I like the weird and the wonderful and the eccentric people, and I absolutely love all of that. There we go. And then these ones actually, this one's terrible. This one's going to come out really bad because I can see I've got air bubbles where I'm not leaning over to see. But these moulds go with these little buncheons. I don't know what are they called. Somebody knows. If you know, put it in the description box. I know it begins with a C and it's got a B in it. I'm just making up words. They go with these. So I just put a little mica in the bottom, and this one's second go. Oh, that's turned out better, the second go one. This was the first go, and the mica had caused sort of like an air, if you like, and the second one looks a little bit better, but obviously I'm not leaning over, so I'm missing bits. You would be able to spend better time doing it. I'm doing it on a video, so I'm not getting the angle I need to see inside the pot. And here is a square one. I mixed 2 micas with this one. I thought, let's see how that turns out. And that is really nice. That's caught on really lovely. But the 2 micas have actually blended into the glue. So we have got some blue bits, but the 2 have blended. So we've got this gold and we've got blue going on. Oh. And as you can see, I'm rubbing really hard here. I'm rubbing really hard. The colour's not leaving, the colour's not going. So it's not something that's going to disappear or anything. And there we go, that's lovely. Obviously that would be better if I was leaning over, but if I just show you, this is the square one for it. You could put a bit of hot glue. You could use, I'd probably use Gorilla Glue, just a really tiny bit, because it would really stick to the metal better. But that, even though it's not perfect, I think that looks absolutely lovely. I think it looks really original. You wouldn't be able to buy that anywhere, that's for sure. Yeah, I think that looks lovely. Like I said, I don't aim for perfection anyway, but I would probably make that one just a little bit better. I'm not happy that the corners were missed. But you know, it's individual as well. You know, what you're not happy with, someone might actually love. So this one I used a really dark blue. And this one's come out really nice. It's got a really nice sort of bumpy effect to it. So let's pull out the little thing for that. I'll move this aside, so I can find one. And again, I've just bought these on eBay. I don't really have the link for them because they're really old. I've had them for ages, but I know you can still pick them up on eBay. And that's how that one would look. Looks almost like a jewel in there. That one I think can be buffed out just a little bit more. So if you can see, this one was called Glossy Blue and this one's just blue. So the Glossy Blue has got more of a shine to it than the other. So, you know, it depends on the mica powder you're using. But like I say, another way you could do it is the dyes. You could use inks. I've got some soap dyes. And I'm sure they'd work. Just pop in a few drops and then put your hot glue over and see what happens there. And, you know, experiment and like this. Don't be scared to. And if you're worried about your silicone mould, if you're a little bit scared to put the hot glue in there, I've got this one's really thin silicone, really thin. I'll see if I can bend it just to show you the back. It's really, really thin. And it hasn't melted at all. I've got no problems with this. I've done a few in this one. These ones are the thicker ones. I used to use these for soap making, but these are actually for chocolate and things. And these are really thick and rubbery. Again, no melting at all, hasn't caused any problems. But if you're really worried, go for one that you don't mind ruining. Give it a little try. And if it works out well, you know, it was worth having a try. Another thing you could try, we can try it together if you want. You could get a bit of, this is from laminating, so this is a bit of a laminated sheet. you get acetone. Let's see if that will melt. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glue gun. So I have to give it a little push sometimes because my glue gun needs renewing. I'm just going to make a little, this might even make a nice mould. Not mould, stencil. You know. So you could probably make your own stencils of it and things. Let's see what that's doing. It's very hot, so do be careful. It's very hot underneath, that's for sure. I'm just looking underneath it. No, I've not got any melting going on or anything. It's buckling a little, but nothing too bad. And then once that dries, you should be able to pull it off. Obviously, I've done it really thin. I'm just trying to show you that it's not going to damage it. Yeah, very, very hot, so be careful with that. And we'll see if it will pull off as it cools down. Let's see what we can do with this. Does it pull off? Or does it stick fully? It does stick very hard, so it doesn't work on acetone, and there you go. And if you are scared to experiment, maybe pop on mine or any of the other ones, G's maybe, and you know, ask them, hey, I've had this idea, do you think this would work? And maybe one of them will try it for you live on camera. I know I definitely would. I love experimenting with things and just pulling in my stuff and having a play. So these are all the things we've made on this short, tiny video. These really didn't take long either. I mean, I literally just shoved them through laminator, cut them quickly. But we've got all of G's lovely words all here, just to dangle. You can dangle these on the edge of pages, on tags, on tabs. You can put them on the front of your book, anything like that. And then we have this great idea for using up moulds and just adding them on with it. And if you think something like this will just look lovely together, let's have a little look. Let's see if I can get it on. Being on fingers and thumbs today. And there we go. And that will look lovely together. I haven't glued this on yet, it's just sort of sitting in there, but you see, so it adds something a little bit special. And you know, I'm sure you could pierce a little hole in these using an awl, anything like that. So I hope you've liked the video today. It's only a little short one, but next time will be the flip through of the final book. So I'm really excited to show you that because it is looking so lovely, it's lush. So I will see you next time, and I hope you've enjoyed the mess and mayhem. Bye for now, bye!